I wonder if they see the sparkle in your eyes. I wonder if they know that I'm not your guy. I wonder if they see that you don't belong to me. Wish that you could be mine.
Yo, yes, gunshots, we here. Therapy Without a Degree, chapter 212. Don't give me that look, Val. Val's here. We got Christian here in the building. Hello. And then we got Zane virtually from across the country. What's up, sir?
What's up, everybody?
What's going on with you, bro? Looking fresh with the new cut.
Thank you. I need a new look. I always change myself, like I look like a crumb for a few months, and then I gotta,
You never look like a crumb, sir.
Oh no, absolutely, no. You look like a crumb first, and then you gotta make yourself look better. Can't have people used to you not being a crumb all the time, so you gotta switch it up.
You gotta switch it up time to time.
Yeah, so that's how you get your glow up.
Yeah. He's 100% correct. That's how you definitely get the glow up. Because then when he does get the haircut, it's like, oh, Zane, you look so different.
Right.
Y'all are fucking hilarious. Do you agree with that, Christian? Do you feel like you got to do that, or just stay glow up all the time?
You ever get a haircut and it's like you just feel some type of way?
I don't know, yo. The second my hair starts growing, like I feel like I don't like that look of like the hair not looking like
aligned.
Yeah, I don't know. It just looks weird to me. Like and like if I see myself without like my hair just start, I hate it. I'm like, nah. I instantly just gotta get a haircut.
Nah, I hear you.
That's just me.
But you cut your own hair. You don't go to a barber.
Yeah, I quit. I'm sorry, Angel. My bad. If you're watching us. I had to retire just because now once you start doing that shit. Actually, I actually quit going to the barber like 3 years before I started doing that shit myself. At least 3 or 4 years, because it was like, a number 2 was getting pretty close to just like, even though it was a 2 with a fade. I was like, how much do you really need to fade? I'm like the fade isn't that far off from the 2. I could just do a 2 myself all the way around. So I just bought the clippers and I just started doing it 2, and I was like, you know what? Looks pretty good. I don't got the fade, but it still looks pretty decent.
Yeah, word.
And then after the 2, I was like, you know what? Let me go with 1, Because if, you always definitely look a little skinnier with the haircut. Mm-hmm. So then I just started getting, and then I just went right to bald at that point.
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that, because I was looking at Zane yesterday and I was like, did he get skinnier? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, everybody keeps saying that. It's because I cut the beard and then my hair. Yes. And then that's a wrap. I cut off. I lose weight.
You see
with
what
my
I'm
face.
saying? He automatically gets a glow.
You automatically lost like 10 pounds. It's
right.
It's also because of the neck. You actually get to see more of the neck, because we forget when we start growing the beard, the neck just starts looking crazy. So you just start looking like face to fucking neck, and it's just there's no in between. At least when you don't have the beard, then you got some like skinny neck action.
Right.
I overanalyze shit.
Nah, look, I'm one of those type of Asians. You see this? This is as much as I can go.
That's as much as right. You can't get more than that.
Nah, I tried that no shave November a couple times and barely anything.
Barely anything.
Yeah.
That's a blessing, because you don't got to worry about that 2 o'clock shadow every 2 days.
Yeah, but like when it started getting trendy, that everyone had like that scruffy beard and the man bun, it's like I can never pull this off.
He's like, I can never pull it off. Hey, you never.
You can pull off a man bun. I see that.
Oh, I've done that before. I'm talking about like a full ass beard. Yeah. I remember one time I did that no shave November, and then before I shaved it, I was like the start of December. Kay, my wife, she used like makeup to like pencil in the rest, so I looked like I had a full goatee.
Wow.
I got photos somewhere in my phone. I'll show you later.
You got to put that up. Nah, you talked about it live on air, so now you got to put it up.
Yo, that shit's gonna be golden. Gotta be.
Yes. But Zane, man, what's up with you, bro? You good? You had a busy day yesterday. I knew you weren't coming. You had a busy day?
Bro, I woke up and my shoulder was hurting. Like my whole back, like upper shoulder was hurting, and I was just like physically exhausted.
I bet this guy had a long ass shoot. That shit was like fucking from 10:30 to fucking 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah, damn near 12 hours.
Yeah, almost. Fucking busy dude. What else you been doing?
Yeah, honestly, I've been in the motion. I've been working on casting for the new short film called The Hardest Part. So I've been working on that and getting the casting list taken care of. I'm about to send that out because today I'm gonna be casting. Well, not casting. I'm just gonna. It's more so like people send their stuff and I check them out and then set up an audition. I'll send them some sides so that they can read it, and it's just gonna be interesting. It's gonna
Word.
be much different than what people normally would see.
All right. Sounds like a plan. I know you got a lot of people too in the email that emailed us for the last casting, so you should have a good amount of options.
Right.
But that's dope. And I see you. You went out. You enjoyed yourself on your story. You put up a little mini golfing, Zane at some exotic rooftop spot.
Right. I went there to relax. You know what I'm saying? With the lady, we celebrated our 3rd year. We had like a part 2, so it was like the day before we went out to eat, we had some fun, and then the next day was the actual day of the anniversary, and then we went to Soldier Spa, and it was nice. I didn't think a lot of people had gone there, but it was actually pretty dope.
Yeah, Sojo's lit. Have you ever been to Sojo, Christian?
Nah, not yet.
No.
He also hasn't been to Hoboken, so you know.
we gotta take him out.
You haven't been to Hoboken?
Yo.
Christian's like, yo, put me on the spot. Nah, fuck it, yo. You gotta get you out there,
Yeah,
man.
I'm a homebody.
Yeah, me too, but shoot. You know what happens.
I've been making sure Val goes out. Like, she's gonna have no excuse. And by the end of the summer, she's gonna be like, you know what? I went to a lot of places. She may not realize it now, but she'll realize it later.
I mean, after traveling cross country by yourself, you pretty much been everywhere. I'm sorry, and you don't
After
care.
that?
You don't care. Like, I literally am so tempted to get an RV and just travel the whole U.S.
Oh,
like,
that's the dream.
honestly,
yeah, that'd be wild.
you don't care. 9 hours of driving, oh, that's nothing. You know.
Word. What about you, Val? What you been up to? I haven't seen you in a while. What have you been doing?
No pun intended. No, I just been trying to just focus on putting my businesses first and having that drive me.
Okay.
And that's just doing vocal lessons. I am trying to get a band together so I can gig out at night. I am also starting my voiceover auditions this week, which I'm very excited about. And yeah, I just got a lot of things going for myself, you know, like as far as me putting creative and content creating, you know, first, and just seeing what I can do and juggle with that as well. You know, we'll see where it goes. But I got a couple of podcast interviews. I got a couple of vocal lessons to do. And now I got to add my voiceover auditions with all of that.
Hell yeah, y'all keeping Val busy.
Yeah,
Staying
and then,
consistent.
Yeah, today we also went, you know, to the Lodi Police Department.
Well, don't tell him too much about that yet. Don't tell him too much.
I'm not
gonna
tell him too much.
Don't tell him too much about that yet.
Just know that I'm gonna be performing in Lodi very soon because of it, you know, and it's gonna be a community thing. So I'm gonna definitely post that. So be on the lookout for that performance. That's all I gotta say.
That shit's gonna be lit. The music therapy was fun too. You performed at that.
Yeah. Definitely performed at that. And I'm just trying to get more local spots. I'm trying to go down to New York, Soho, meet up a couple of brasses and woodwinds to see if we could do something together. You know what I'm saying? So check me out in New York soon, very soon, performing a lot. And a lot of venue spots, local gigs over here in Hoboken, New Jersey as well. So just trying to be out there. We're going to do business soon in Cali. We're going to do business soon in Florida.
Yeah,
I'm just
trying to stay busy.
I'm moving. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not trying to think so small anymore. And I think a lot of us need to dare to actually dream big. Like, why settle for less? And that's just been my lesson this year. It's like, you're the only one that's done in that is yourself. Like, you're settling for less because you've grown up in a small town your whole life, or, you know, you've been around the same people that don't really see your vision. So get outside of that bubble and then start putting yourself in places where you can dream big and you can excel, you know? So yeah, I'm grateful. Thank you for asking. But yeah, what about you?
Shit.
What about your week?
Shit. We went out to Hoboken on Sunday, had a little self-care day, and was just chilling, just relaxing. Been trying to take the weekends. Been trying to relax a little bit more on the weekends and trying not to. Well, at least Saturdays. I can't take Saturday and Sunday off because that's just too much. But at least Saturdays. Been trying to enjoy myself a little bit on Saturdays. Yesterday I was on the phone with Jaylene for like an hour, and we were just looking at mad candy and fucking sweets and shit from the RTV spots. They have some really cool shit on there. We got to go back.
Yeah, the RTV
Yeah, we got to go back to the RTV exotics. Shout out to Zane because he was just on Val's podcast on the Reflections with Val. Y'all were doing your tastings. That shit was epic. That shit was absolutely hilarious.
It really was. And you know what's crazy? I was watching it with somebody and they thought that Zane was high the whole time. And I was like...
He was high on life.
No, we weren't.
I really wasn't.
No, he was high on life.
I was high on life.
What was your favorite candy from that?
Probably the chips.
Yeah. The chips. The chips was the avocado chips.
Yeah, the avocado.
Yeah, I like the chips.
Word. Yeah, that shit was good. I had the fucking the Skittles. The Skittles were my favorite.
Yeah, the Skittles
were
right. The
Skittles were they were good. Right. They were good.
Bigger and softer, as they say.
Hey. Zane's like,
he made me say it 2 times on the show. Oh, say it again. They're bigger, but they're softer.
Well, just been doing that, doing that and creating. You know, summer's coming to an end. We only got a couple weeks left. But we did have someone message me personally and was like, "Yo, I got something that y'all should talk about on the show." So I'm gonna pull it up right here. Has anyone ever seen the movie A Bronx Tale?
Yeah, I love that movie.
I knew Zane was gonna say yeah.
Yeah, that was the one Zane referenced right before.
You made a reference to that?
Yeah, that was the one. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, someone actually brought this reference up. So they said. They said this girl asked me for a movie recommendation recently, and I told her to watch A Bronx Tale, and she liked it. There's a scene where Sonny tells C about the door test and says if you walk her to the car, open the door for her, and if she doesn't open yours back, dump her right there. She's not the one. Obviously, technology and car features have ruined that. Oh, shit, we got Tay. Hold on, people.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
My fellow Leo.
Hold on, we got Tay in the building. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Yes, that made my day.
What's going on, Tay?
Tay is here.
What's up, bro?
Leo.
Not much, man.
We have missed you,
Leo
sir.
Season.
Leo season.
Man, yes, Leo season. I miss you guys too, man. How have you been?
Good, bro. Hold on, one thing before we get rocking. Can you put your phone sideways? There we go. Perfect.
He would. I can't.
Yeah.
No, I just got to make it better for the editing, all right? Yo, what's up, bro? What you doing?
Man, nothing. Chilling. Out of the heat finally.
It's hot down there, right?
Man, it's hot as hell. And then, working outside, you know how that go.
Hell yeah, bro. Your hair's getting long, bro.
Yeah, it's about time for me to dread it.
It's starting to creep out. Creep out the hat.
Hey, these hats are getting too tight. I might have to give them to you now.
Hey, do it, bro. So, what you been up to? Just working? That's it?
Working. That's it, man. Trying to take it easy. Staying out the way. My favorite saying.
Just staying out the
way.
Staying out the way. Well, we here. Yes, we got Zane virtually, and then we got Val here on the mic as well.
What's going on?
Yes,
Leo's sister.
Follow
Leo brother.
And then we got Christian here.
What's up, Tay?
What's
going on, boss?
What's up?
We're just about to get into the topic, so I was reading it. So it says, there's a scene where Sonny tells C about the door test, and if you walk her to the car, open the door for her, and if she doesn't open yours back, dump her right away. He goes, obviously, technology and car features have ruined that test, but it got me thinking, what is the modern day door test?
What do you mean opening the door is the technology? I have the technology and I still open the door.
Well, no, what he's saying is basically the guy opened it, but then he's basically saying that she should open yours back. I guess reach in the car and kind of
but they do that regardless.
Not necessarily.
Not all.
Not all women do that.
Surprise.
Well, guess what? They're not here in my life, are they?
And that's what he basically said.
So I guess that answers that question.
Damn, that was quick. He's like, yeah, they gone right there.
Just saying.
Tell you,
I had to deal with a lot of assholes.
A lot of assholes. Tell you, has that ever happened to you? Has a woman ever, like, have you opened the door and then she opens yours?
We talking about the movie Bronx Tale, right? We talking
Yeah,
about that.
Yeah, in reference.
Okay, yeah. Nah.
Wow.
No.
You have never had a woman open the door for you, Tay?
No.
Dang. I feel
Never.
like when you get here, I have to open every door.
I think the craziest thing.
Or what if
I'll
you just
say,
leave the door open?
Not really.
Like Zane was like, okay.
I've had somebody open I had a chick open my straw for me. I don't know if that counts as a door
Oh,
test.
that is
but
pretty
like,
nice.
like the drinks came and she like put her straw in and she like opened my straw and put my straw in a cup. And I don't know.
That was
but
nice.
That's about as far.
Okay.
But that's natural right there. That's instant. I don't know. Like Dominican culture, like we be catering to our men, like OD. I'm sure with the Haitian culture is the same. You know what I'm saying? Or the Cubans, so maybe Diaz could relate in this, but that should be natural. You know what I'm saying? Like she should just do that naturally if that's what treatment she's getting. Now, if she's not getting that treatment from the date, I don't know. I think we could say that I don't have to go as far for you manners wise because you didn't do that for me in this first date. Like I had to get into the car myself. I had to open the door for you, which I've done that.
As a woman, though, if a man opened the door for you, would you then reach in to open his door?
Yeah.
Have you done it?
Yeah.
I think you're a rarity.
Really?
No, you know what it is, especially on like harken back. I have been out of the game for 14 years.
14 years out of the game.
It's like I would just assume this, and especially nowadays too. It's just like, especially on the first date, everything's like they want the gentleman treatment, right?
Yeah.
They don't want to do anything. You could attack me all you want.
Damn, I need the gunshots ready for this guy.
No, that's true.
Wait, say that one more time, a little louder for the people in the back.
I said, ladies nowadays, they want that gentleman like treatment, but then they don't want to give anything in return.
Jeez.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that being an issue nowadays with dating because most women take on this masculine role now.
Oh yeah,
but that's why I guess you're saying that I'm a rare because I am a masculine woman. Like I'm a big tomboy, but I'm not going to allow my successes to come and hurdle over the guy that I'm dating. Like, who am I? But a lot of us women are subjected to do that. It's like, I'm a position of power. I make money. What are you going to offer me? Why do I have to open the door for you? Like, and it's like, come on. Like, you said yes to the date for a reason. So you clearly saw something in me. So treat me like that. You know, don't treat me like I'm supposed to prove something to you now. You know?
Word. Like you just said, like I said yeah to the date.
Like you said yeah to the date. So there's something obviously that you were attracted to me of, that you like my character, that you like whatever, that you said yes to the date. So act like that.
You want to know what a lot of women won't admit to? They just want that free meal. They don't care about anything else.
Nah, but do they though? Do they? Do y'all think, y'all Tay, Zane, do y'all think some of these girls are out here just accepting dates because they want their free meal?
I do.
You want me to answer that question? You want me to answer that question?
Zane's like, yo, you want me to be honest?
It's like the meme of me turning into what's that nigga's name? That fucking chauvinist dickhead.
Nah, I need y'all to be honest, all right? Oh yeah, it's Kevin Samuels.
You just see me turn to Kevin.
Zane Samuels. Why does that fit so well, Zane Samuels?
Yo.
Yeah, that does fit well actually.
Phil Samuels. That's pretty much what it'd be. My alias. No. You saying do I think they in for the food? No, I mean think about it like this. When's the last time a woman took you out? And paid for everything. All right, I'm gonna leave it right there for y'all. I'm gonna leave it
It got
right
quiet
there for y'all, and y'all let me know how that feels. But we do it so often that it's to be expected. I don't know, like, so to say it's a free.
Sorry, well done.
Hold on.
They're gonna just pay for everything, so it's usually one side. There are ladies that do pay for a person's meal, but then society has changed us to be like, no, don't accept that. How she doesn't see you as a man if she pays for everything. You're gonna be her bitch and her little purse and whatnot. Don't do that. Don't let her pay for that meal. That's the type of shit that society has molded you and conditioned you to respond to. So therefore, you know, you feel offended when they do pay. So even if they wanted to do it, we like, no. And then there's comments like, well, they don't pay for my meal because you don't let them. You don't let them. That's why. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. If you got a free meal is a free meal.
I feel like
saying.
if we can...
I'm not saying I never got no free didn't get a free meal. I definitely did.
I feel like if we can get to like a commodity here, a common ground to say that we platonically are just getting to know each other, so the standards of you paying or me paying doesn't have to be.
They think their presence is a gift.
Really?
Unless your payment is something else though.
That's what I'm saying. They think they think their presence is the gift, and then the fucking dessert is, you know, something else.
You should be honored.
Man, not
that
even
I'm on a
dessert.
date with
Not
you.
even dessert.
There's not even dessert, bro. That's another thing. It's
that's why you
like
need the whipped cream.
dating has become so quick like that. It's like the first time that we meet, we're expected to hook up at the end of the night. Like, why?
Wait, what?
Who's conditioned? Why was that like a conditioned thing? I don't know why people expect that to be on like the first night to get lucky. I
think Tinder did that for us or something.
Nah, wait.
No, before
Tinder just
that
came out. Yeah, what are you saying?
Tinder before that shit. You like, listen, it depends. It's all your fault if you take it to Cheesecake Factory on the first date. That's your fault.
Yo, who does that? Yo?
Why not? Yo,
You're on the first date, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, cheesecake is fire. Fuck out of here. I'll be going there for me. Not for her.
He's like, Tay, look at my face.
Nah, fuck that.
Nah, I'm taking you to a coffee shop. Get out.
It depends. Sometimes it's for me. Sometimes it ain't even for you. Like,
I mean, if you set your mindset like I just want to go out with this,
what if I want to go there
and have some food?
It'd be like that.
The fucking check comes, and then you're gonna have to pay for them.
Yeah, but sometimes it be like that, and people don't even understand. Like sometimes I ain't doing it for them. They're just they're just the bonus. Like I'm going there for me. Like,
so then go there for you by yourself without a pussy. That's all. That's what I'm saying.
I do. I be that guy that go places alone.
That's what I'm saying. So then go to that place by yourself without the pussy and enjoy it. Enjoy the meal. Like, yeah, cool, she's a good time, but like, don't pay for everything on a female just because she look good and she a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just where I'm at. Like,
1,000%. But sometimes, no, 100%. But sometimes, why not?
I want to know where the VALs at. Where they at? Is this only Leo energy?
Yeah.
Only Leo.
There's
energy
nothing wrong with
only
master
the Leos
dating.
be
Okay,
taking care of me when it comes to any type of dates. Everyone else, not so much. But Leos, they're on another level.
Leos on another level.
Yeah, we I don't know.
They're the only one to take care of that man. What?
Yes, we do.
So you don't have to ask twice. It's just, oh shit, really?
Leos are givers, man. We're givers.
I definitely attest to that. Yep.
Y'all be giving a lot of crazy
Definitely
too,
givers.
though.
Nah, we don't give crazy unless our character was tested. Now that's when we trigger.
But y'all always think your character is tested.
Yo, no, he didn't. No, he didn't go there. No, he didn't.
See, y'all always think it.
I didn't say all that, but I ain't saying Joe wrong.
yo.
Oh shit!
Don't walk in the trap.
Okay, we're always on the defense.
Always on the defense.
That's what it is. That's the energy. You're right. I'm not even going to deny on that.
Ace was looking at me like, what?
Ace is like, yo, he got a point.
No.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, he knows. He knows.
He
I'm
knows
like, wait a
the
minute.
vibes.
Y'all can't tell me nothing about y'all Leos, right?
I don't know.
Oh,
I just
God.
feel like to get to the deep root
Give
of
her
this,
a lot of stress.
to get to the deep root of it, I think a lot of these women are looking for men to solve the problems that they have outside of y'all. I think like it's your job to make me feel satisfied. It's your job to make me feel like I'm a woman when it should be our job alone. We don't need a man to treat us, to take us out all the time, to show us that we are important and that we are valuable. It's like, what are you doing, honey?
Oh, Val's getting her book bag. Hold on.
What are you doing,
Is this an ad
sis?
for the book? Where's the book?
You know what I'm saying? What
Where's
are you
the book?
doing to
Where's
keep
the
yourself up?
Hold on. We got to show the book.
Oh, what book?
You got to show the book. Where's your book?
It's
Val's
over
been reading this book, and she's been dropping gems.
I've been reading this book called Relationship Goals, and it talks a lot about the society and the trendiness of relationship goals and how we show the best parts of ourselves and how that has ruined standards in dating now because we feel like everybody's good when they're not. Like, yeah, granted, we're seeing a couple in Paris enjoying a great time, so we think, but that whole time they were arguing in Paris and they couldn't stand each other. So is that really relationship goals? It looks good, but it isn't because the compromise isn't there. The foundation of us trusting wasn't even a factor. We're both clinging on each other to answer our voids or our holes, our abandonment issues, our separation anxiety, whatever it is, instead of us handling it on our own when we were single. And that's what we're doing right now dating. It's like, this guy's going to help me get out of the funk that I was in this week. So fuck it. Let me just say yes and go. And it's like, if you don't reach the bar, the standard of that date, then now, he's not worth it because he didn't solve my problem this week that I was trying to utilize him to distract me on. So I think that's what it really is, to be honest. It's like we lost our form of standards in dating somewhere along the line somewhere. Like we just all conform to the dysfunctional dating. Oh. And now we can't tell who's real and who's not in the dating scene. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish that there could be more girls that can be open and compromise more with men. Because you guys do deserve to be, like, treated like kings sometimes. Like, that's like, not hard to ask. But because society has painted you guys to be, like, these men who can't really show emotion and who has to be the provider and all this, like, and we're not taught to cater to our men properly. It's like, you guys can handle it. You guys are strong. You don't need me to remind you how beautiful you are. But sometimes you guys do need that.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, like sometimes you guys do want to feel like you're an important man on this earth by your woman. Like it's a great feeling.
And I think that too sometimes to beyond even like through just like a man and a woman. I think a lot of people are like that. That reminds me of this important clip. I actually do want to play it because I thought it was really, really important. I'm going to play it because I was like, I think there's many people out there that feel like that. I definitely be going into those moments as well too of feeling the same way. I even tried posting it again, but they fucking cock blocked me. But it speaks a little bit to that, and it's an important message. So even if it's a little off topic, I think it's just important to play. So let's see if it plays.
Sitting there, I said to Ian, I said, yo, even with all this turmoil today, the people that I love a lot, like the people that know me, I don't think they really hitting me because I think they on some, yo, Joe good. I think people just naturally assume that Joe is always good because I get right to the work. I don't sit around and get to the feelings. Now, there's some people that do, but I get right to the work. And in that, people might assume that you just always all right. That you just always cool. Not to say I'm not, but it felt good to put the phone down. It did. It felt good to shower and listen to J. Cole at nighttime, light some candles, get into my mental health. Talk to
the people that hit me personally, from my experience. It felt good to talk to the people that hit me.
If you're not calling with a solution or help or information or advice.
That was really, yeah. Were you guys able to hear that via Zoom or no?
Absolutely not.
No. I just thought we were just staring at each other waiting for it to play.
That's what I thought. You were playing this whole time? I'm like here fucking meditating and shit.
My bad, y'all. That's why I don't like Zoom, y'all. That's why I don't like Zoom.
Regardless, he shared a clip of Joe Budden stating that people just assume he's doing good, that people don't even bother to ask him if he's doing all right because he comes off so strong and his work ethic is so good that they don't even bother to ask him that. That's words said by
that's
Joe
pretty much,
Budden.
yeah, that's pretty much what he said, and I think that kind of speaks to what you were saying, like as far as just men in general, or even humans in general, you know, because sometimes you could still be on your A game with every single thing else, but they don't even forget to ask you or even try to cater to you because they just think you're good.
But there's some women who live off of that A game work ethic, and it's like if you don't meet that standard, and I think that's what we're on, then why am I even allowing you to date me? What makes you worthy of dating me? Because I have a hard work ethic, harder than yours.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a matter of like, women need to just get that pride down a little bit. Yeah, good sis, you're independent. Yes, sis, you did this by yourself, but like, you want a man, right? So let me be included in that. At least give me an opportunity.
Tay and Zane, could y'all date a woman with a harder and more work ethic than y'all? Like if there was a woman who worked harder than y'all, would y'all be like okay with it, or would y'all feel some type of way? Honestly.
No, she's working.
But I mean,
I wouldn't complain.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I would want somebody to hustle just as hard as me, so I wouldn't really complain about it.
Would not complain, but would it make you feel some type of way?
Nah. Why?
It would for me.
I don't see what. I mean, I don't see why it would. Just because, at the end of the day, I mean, she can hold her own weight, so she's not gonna have to rely on me during the relationship.
Christian, what about you?
For me, it's like the way I treat my wife. It's basically like if for some weird reason I leave this planet, I set her up that she can move on without me. It's kind of like I don't want it to be that she's just completely relying on me. I want her to be her own person. I feel like if a woman has a higher drive than you, I wouldn't find it like demeaning. If anything, that would motivate me to step up my game. You know what I mean? That's how I see it.
That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
I feel like society painted you guys to be so strong that women automatically find that degrading. I'm gonna be 100. That's probably why there's an issue with the dating with women. Like if a man makes lesser money than a woman, it's degrading because of what society has painted you guys to be. You guys are open to it. I've heard all of you guys say that you're open to a woman making more money. But if you ask that to a woman, all answers would be different.
Yeah, it's like going back to Kevin Samuels. You know, he had a couple of women on the show trying to be like, you know, they don't want to be dating a guy unless they're making X amount of money, right?
Yeah.
It's like there are too many times they're running into men that want to help with their business. So then he reversed it on them. It's like, oh, so what would you do if you found the guy you're looking for? Oh, I feel like I could offer so much when it comes to their business. You're doing the same thing. But you don't see it that way. It's like you want to be demeaning to all these men that you're closing yourself off of, and now you're trying to put yourself in this percentile of women that can go after like certain type of men. You're closing the door.
I will say that I would feel some type of way. Like if I wasn't working harder or I wasn't even able to provide more than she is, I would feel some type of way. Because I would feel like less of a man.
That's that toxic masculinity.
It is. No, it is. But I'll accept it. But it is. I'll just feel like less of a. I'll feel like because how I look at things, I feel like if God forbid, her job tomorrow should be gone, spoof. I feel like I should be able to provide.
Oh yeah, I get the same way. But then like Kay has even told me like, I'm putting too much pressure on myself. You know, we're a unit, we're a partnership. It shouldn't just be on my back. But it's right. Like. Yeah. The way we grew up, the way we're raised, it's like I'm gonna do whatever I can to provide for you, but then we're just burning ourselves out quicker.
Yeah, like I've seen so many men, young men, die so young because of stress. Stress is the number one killer, and a lot of men suffer from stress because they feel like the provider role is more on them, and especially if you got family, a wife, and kids, like. You just feel like that is on you only and no one else. And we need to stop that. I love how your wife said that we are a unit. And that's how the real relationship goals should be.
Yeah. No,
We both
I
are
agree
trying
to
to be the best version of ourselves. So include me in that and don't push me away from it. That's character, that's compromising, that's everything. So we could just be a power couple and whoop, 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 make money.
Yeah.
No matter if I'm making more money or you're making more money, it doesn't matter because it's all going towards what? Our future funds.
that. Yeah.
But women and this society, like you just stated just now, look at men like that. Like you guys just all said you were open. The only one that didn't was Joe. You guys are open to a female making more money.
I mean, no.
But a female,
I am too, but I would still feel some type of.
But if you ask a female this question,
Yeah.
every single female will answer different, and every single one of them will say it is your job, it is a man's job to provide. And what if
I don't think every female. I think that's like the Instagram shit.
No, I said every female will have a different response, and every female will come back to the man is the provider. So what happens if he does not make money or whatever the case is, or if one day my job leaves, is he now going to hold up with his little 40 grand a year when I made more than that, when my job didn't let me go? You know what I'm saying? It becomes like that. And that's not right for y'all. And that's my point. That's the whole point of this whole entire conversation.
Yeah.
Like, don't discredit a man based on the salary that he's making or based on the fact that he didn't open a door for you. Are you doing that, sis? Are you backing up what you saying
Val
that you're
Samuels.
demanding? You know what I'm saying? It's just the truth.
Yeah, to a point. Like, I think what I would be okay with and how I would feel are two different things.
Okay.
If that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? Tay's just like, yo, I don't know, I'm chilling.
I just feel like I've been in both situations before. So like, long as she's not just sitting back waiting for me to do something for her or sitting back expecting everything from me, and she's out getting her own. And if she happens to make more money than me, I'm just like, as long as she keeps that same humble mentality that she had before she made more money than me, then we're good. But when, like Val was saying earlier, some women get that money, then they want to switch up and act like they're more, they're the shit just because they make more money than you now. But if she can keep that same, mentality, yeah, right. Like if she can keep that same mentality and like still be humble at the end of the day, we're good. Like I have no complaints here.
We're both winning at that point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you know what's crazy though? As I'm getting older though, I am looking for those. Did y'all as men, so like Zane, for you, like how old were you? Do you think you were when you started realizing like, damn, she didn't open the door for me? And you starting to think like you're starting to notice that it wasn't being reciprocated or it wasn't equal.
You said how old did I notice that,
Yeah.
like the person's,
Or when did you start caring about that?
I think when I was like probably like when I was probably like, I was in a relationship, so I didn't see it. So I was in there for a minute, so I didn't really have a reference to seeing how like through friends or anything like that on how a relationship should be. I didn't have like a model for that, so it became very difficult. If I was in a family and I seen a lot of couples or relationships where they were I see it in front of me, then I would have something to model off. But the only thing I had to model off was in TV and movies.
Yeah, this is kind of what we spoke about last week. Yeah,
right.
But I'm more about how you felt. More about like
I didn't. That's the thing. I didn't. The typical feeling is the stereotypical. That has nothing to do with you. That has nothing to do with me. It was. I didn't think about it because if you don't know, like the old reference says, if everybody in the world, and you're a bird, and everybody in the world is a fish, then how do you know if you could fly or not? If you don't see it around you. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really think about, maybe, and then after a while, when I started watching like certain videos on YouTube and like, and then, this woman explaining how men don't really get treated evenly And it was just a lot of things in terms of respect and learning how to be fair in the relationship. And it always shouldn't just be one-sided, and it's very unfair. And then I started to think to myself, like, yeah, maybe, yeah, absolutely. And I started thinking about when I would go on dates and I would see how they would react, or if they would like kind of pump fake when they're gonna try to pay for the check, but they don't really pay for the check. You know what I'm saying? It's just like certain things of how they treat me. I was so focused on treating the ladies on the dates, I never thought to pay attention to how they should be treating me. And they kind of say, "Oh, I'll give this nigga some pussy, and he'll be alright. He'll be alright." That was like that. That's what I felt like. The majority of responses, "Alright, he gonna do all these nice things, and as a treat, I'll give him some." You know what I'm saying? But then, what beyond that? What about the like kind of being more, I guess, empathetic or compassionate or supportive, involved, engaged, and things, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of factors, and it's not just that. So you just kind of just one off and give me just sex, and then just, all right, that's all. I did my work. I did it. I'm done. And then we're just like, oh yeah, he plays his games. Yeah, there's so many things, man, and only until then when you realize, like, damn, I gotta really kind of vet out these people that I have in my life.
Yeah, and that comes back to like self-worth, and that's what I'm reading on my book. It comes back to that being 100% in love and comfortable with singleness. Then when you're ready to detect who is worthy to come into that door, you'll make a wiser decision instead of just allowing anyone in because, hey, I'm gonna settle because like she's hot, I'm hot, let's just fucking try it out. And then when you try it out, it was a waste of time because we didn't read the standards. We didn't read that she's mad disrespectful. We didn't read that she was, she had an entitlement issue with money. You know what I'm saying? We didn't read all that because all we saw was, oh, she looked like a 10, so I'm gonna give her a try.
Tell what about you, bro? When were you at that point where you were like, you know what? I care about like how they treat me. You know what I'm saying? And not even this doesn't even really have to be like relationships. This could just be people in general, like about just people being compassionate. Like when do you feel like you always cared about that, or do you feel like that was something new, or maybe you don't even care about that? I don't know. Tell us.
I'll say it's fairly new. I'll say probably about 2018. So not too long ago. That's when I really started to, not even like you said, just relationships, but like I started like pay attention to like how people treated me. And if they gave off the same vibe, I would give off. And then that's what it kind of helped me cut people off. So that's when I started cutting people off. And as I got older, my circle just got smaller and smaller and smaller. And which I actually appreciated is because it's less stressful on me and it's less bullshit I have to deal with on a daily basis. So, I say it's fairly new, I think. I mean, 2018, was that 3 years ago? Not even for 3 years yet.
Word.
So
how do you feel about it though? Like, do you feel more relieved, or do you feel more relieved? Do you feel it's tough now because now it's a smaller circle?
At the beginning, it was a little hard just because I wasn't used to it. I was used to having like so many people around. I was used to communicating with so many people. But as time went on, like I started finding my own little lane and started finding the things that made me happy. And that's what made things a lot easier. And like how you do, like you were saying, I started going out by myself. That was like one of the first things I started doing. I took my first movie going out by myself was Jurassic Park. It was like the newer one. That was my first time going to the movie by myself. Then I just started doing stuff like that. I would take myself out to eat. So then it became more and more comfortable. And then once I started doing that, it just got a lot easier, and it just became fun because I didn't have to worry about what was going on around me and the people around me. It was just like I was doing this for myself. Self-care.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Self-care. That's all it was. And I love it. Now, being alone, man, I don't mind it at all. So it's like it just
100%.
I can just chill and I ain't got to worry about shit, and I can be in my own little vibe.
It's crazy, yo, because I ain't gonna lie, I am someone that's done a lot of things alone because I've always been alone for most of my life in different aspects. So I've done things like that, and people will look at me like I'm crazy. Like I've gone to concerts alone, like full concerts alone. I've gone to I went to Miami alone. Y'all know. I've done a lot of shit just mad alone. And then people are like, well, why would you do that? Or sometimes they wouldn't even believe me that I went alone. I'm like, yo, life is too short. Like, I'm not about to just sit here and wait for nobody. Like, I go out to eat all the time alone. Like, yo, they know me at Applebee's all the time because guess what? I go my ass alone. I be going out to eat. I be going all these different places alone. And it's like, I'm not about to wait for nobody else to come enjoy this time with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to go, I'm going to go. Life is too short, for me to be sitting here waiting for fucking people to do all these things with. So I've been doing that shit. Like, I'll go to places that I want to just do, and I'm going to go alone. I don't give a shit.
What age did you realize what you asked them?
Well, I have to restart the Zoom, so let me restart the Zoom, and then we'll get into that. So be back in 5, guys. I'm gonna restart the Zoom because it's I got the warning. It's like the Xbox ring. You could let that roll. That's cool. Yeah. So let me resend it. All right.
I bet.
5 minutes or less.
This meeting is being recorded.
Like, growing up, my mom didn't want me to have braids. She didn't want me to have an earring. She was like, if you get a tattoo, make sure you moved out of my house before you get a tattoo.
Wow.
My mom was like that. But I mean, I got my tattoo as soon as I turned 18, at my 18th birthday, I got a tattoo and came home. And she was like, where you been? And I just showed her my tattoo. And she was like,
you heathen.
Oh, so you didn't, she was like, you didn't take me with you? So my mom was like really strict. Like I wasn't like the kid that like chilled at my friend's house a lot of shit like that. I was always been like how I am now, like chill with myself and chill with like the people I'm close to. And my mom was like my mom's still into the church, and she's like she's a Christian, but she was like all Christian music, like in the car, nothing else but Christian music. Now she's like, it's different. It's funny. It's weird seeing it now because like we be in the car and she be listening to like hip hop. She was what she was saying, she was singing something like what's that song, to throw your ass in a circle? She was singing that.
Throw that ass in a circle.
We was at the beach and she was like, we went to the damn liquor store together and we both went in there and bought a bottle, and she had mixed something with Red Bull. She's like, I didn't know it's gonna get you like this. I was like, yeah.
That's what it does.
I was like, that's the point of, that's why people mix, their alcohol with Red Bull. And she was like, this is the type of drink that make you want to throw your ass in a circle. I was like, okay.
You like, wait a minute. You like, wait a goddamn minute. You ain't throwing nothing in no damn circle.
I just laughed.
That's just hilarious.
I just laugh because it's funny, because like it's like my mom, like how my brother see like a totally different side of my mom than what I saw growing up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, if y'all was growing up with me, y'all would not survive. Because my dudes were strict back in the day.
Your mom would not allow you to have an aim.
No, she didn't even want me to have. I had to sneak and I snuck and made a Facebook and MySpace.
So y'all, you were not sexting in chat rooms.
I mean, I ain't say I wasn't doing that. Like, we still had text messages and shit like that. I won't say I wasn't doing that, but like,
you getting old when like we were like one of the first ones to experience texting. Like
yes,
with the hitting the 3 letters to make 1 letter and shit. Like,
yo, how old were y'all? Be honest, 100%, just so I know, because my nephew is there. So just let me know.
Oh, I was like at least 13, 14.
I was about to say about 14.
Yeah.
15,
I didn't get my first phone
that.
until I was a sophomore in high school.
Yeah, I was young. Yeah, they were giving free phones like to people in the hood.
How old were you, Zane, when you were sexting on AIM?
I wasn't.
Yeah, I wasn't doing that either.
Why are you lying? He lying.
You want to know how old I was? I'll be on the internet and my mom be like, yo, get off. I need to use the phone.
Oh, yeah.
That's why there was no sexting going on.
One time, let me tell you a little funny story. Shout out to Calvin, right? So Calvin and me were setting up the AOL one time when we were like 10, 11 years old. And we were setting up the AOL, and Calvin just put like he put 973, but then the town he chose was like Boonton town, right? Yo, that bill came in the mail, and that bill was like fucking $400 or some shit. It was wild expensive because it wasn't a local town, you know, using the dial-up. Oh man, my mom wanted to kill Calvin.
I got a funny story too. You know how like on Verizon back in the day, it was like free talk after 9 p.m. right?
Oh yeah.
My dumbass.
I remember them days.
My dumbass thought, all right, if I start the phone call at like 8:57, 56, it's like I'll roll over.
Roll over.
Nah, that whole 3-hour conversation was
charged.
all charged and billed.
I did the same thing when I was in middle school. It was like this girl that I had really liked. So I was texting her like nonstop. We was on like texting nonstop. And this is before like we knew about like the unlimited text messages and shit like that. My mom got a bill for like $800 from Verizon. And she was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, why is my, so she looked and I had like 12,000 text messages. Like
I was about to say, because it's like 10 cents a text.
Yeah. I had like 12,000 text messages between sent and received.
People still have those issues, yo. Yo, because, you know, international, let's just say you texting a shorty that lives in DR. That shit could get expensive. I don't know from experience. I don't know from personal experience. That's why I use WhatsApp. So anyway, but anyway, off that. Oh, you know, last thing I was gonna say with that, you know, people still have those plans because you know I worked at Sprint, and I'd be in Sprint, and then some people come in, and I'm looking at their plans, and it's like 500 text messages a month, and I'm like, yo, y'all still have this plan?
Yeah, word.
And it be those people that are like, nah, don't touch my plan. I got a good plan. I'm like, homie, you had a good plan in fucking 2005. Your shit ain't good no more.
He's spending way too much money.
I used to change their plans without telling them. Because some people would be like, nah, I got the dopest plan at all. And it's like 5 text messages free and maybe 3 picture messages a month. And it's like, nah, bro. Like, and they would look at me like in a video, oh, that's like $1.99 a video. They would really look at me like that shit was popping. So I would just change their plans. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna help you out. Yo, people still out here walking around in 2021 with fucking plans like that. Yeah. So disrespectful. But anyway, so for me, what age was I was thinking about that. I was like, yo, but I'm going to bring a whole nother side to this because I think it could be dangerous, right? So, like I said, it's not just relationships, right? So I think as far as like a significant other and as far as a relationship, I've kind of always in the back of my mind thought that was important and looked for that and like, thought that would be really something I need and that it should, that's what I want. That love, that's always been a very big thing. But for the people around me, probably not so much. Like I didn't really notice that was really an importance, or even really much of a thing. I don't know. Like I feel like it was always kind of in the back of my head, but I don't really know how important it was until recently. But now, even more recently, it's even bigger than that. But I think it's always kind of been there in the back of my head. Always like expect, and sometimes I would actually expect, sometimes it would kind of hurt me because I would expect those things from people. And it kind of hurt me as I got older because I had to realize like, damn, nah, they're not going to give you that same energy. Even like friends, like I would really expect some friends get to give the same energy that I give or the same love I give. And I would really be expecting it, just because I would think, like, because I've always been of that mindset of like you treat people how you want to be treated. Word. And not everybody does that, Not everybody's going to treat you the same way that you treat them. You could show them great amount of love, great amount of attention, whatever. Like I said, if we're talking love, we're talking friendships, we're talking business, whatever. So it did used to kind of anger me and like get me upset, because I'd be like, damn, I'm giving this person like A1 friendship, and then I'm getting some average ass shit back. And it definitely bothered me for a while growing up. And it took me some time to be able to let go of those friendships and of those relationships. You know what I'm saying? It took me time to let go of those things because, you kind of get, when you have like a lot of when you have fears of being alone, and you have fears of being abandoned, and you have fears of all that type of shit, you could kind of like hold on to whatever you got, you know? So if someone is giving you like 20%, you're like, well, guess what? That's 20%, you know? And you start holding on to whatever they give you because it's better than nothing, right?
Yeah.
But then it did take me until I got a little older, till I was probably about 28, around then, 29, kind of maybe the same age as y'all, to like really say, you know what, like that 20-30% is exhausting. Yeah, it's exhausting trying to think I want that 20 to become 60. So I'd rather just not deal with it at all. Because some people I've learned, when you get to a certain age, people are not really going to change too much. People kind of who they are. People can develop and they could switch things up, but I don't got the time no more to be waiting around for that.
Where it's like you're a whole gallon of water trying to pour into a 16-ounce bottle of water.
Yeah.
It's like it's pointless because your value is so good that it's going to overflow on the 16-ounce. You're going to try to pour everything you could, but if that bottle isn't worth it, then it's like a waste of time.
Yeah.
You know?
And also at the same time, I think it is sometimes a little dangerous to some people because, you know, just like we talked about, this is very rare, right? Zane was like, damn, like where are the VALs, right? and where are those people, right? Unfortunately, I think a lot of people out here, they get comfortable with somebody because they show those different aspects of themselves. Because there are people that are like that. There are people that will cater to you, and there are people that will open the door for you when you open the door for them. And there's a lot of people out there like that. But and it's rare, right? It's rare, but there are a lot of people out there, but at the same time, it is rare. So I think what a lot of people do is they get those and then they kind of just be comfortable in a conversation like what we always say on this podcast is they kind of cling on to that and they end up taking so much other toxic bullshit just because they enjoy all those other moments. Mm-hmm. You know, they enjoy all those other, oh, I paid for the meal too. Or, you know, I kissed you back. I gave you the attention. I cooked for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been there. I was, because I was lacking it for so long and because I was looking for it, you know, I was looking for that love. I was looking for that attention. You know, like one of my favorite songs is called I Want to Know. And the chorus is even, you know, I want to know what love feels like. So for a long time of my life, it was like I wanted to find out what that love felt like other than from my mother or my grandmother. So it's like when you get that love, then you want to cling on to it and hold on to it. But everything else is toxic, you know? So you're just holding on to that one fucking thing. And it's like, you can't. Because if everything else is toxic, you just got to let that shit go. Mm. So, you know, I think that's another thing to think about it too, is like when you do find that, you can't just hold on to it because you say, oh, well, this is the only person that's going to treat me good. No. If everything is toxic, you still got to let that go. And you just got to trust the process that you are going to still find someone to give you that 50%, you know, and to kind of come close to you and give you what you deserve.
I agree with that. But a lot of us also, we are subjected to just settle for how we've been treated our whole lives too sometimes. So it's very dangerous. It's a very thin line of undoing the trauma of personalities that you've been exposed to since you were 5. Like, let's say your mom was never too affectionate. Now, subconsciously, as we get older, guess what? We're going to go after the people who are not as affectionate as we wish we could. You know what I'm saying? Because we're like subconsciously going after our mothers in a way or our fathers in a way. Because that's what happened to me.
Yeah.
So if you don't handle it and you don't, you know, nip it up the bud, become acknowledging of that, then you'll just subconsciously fall into toxic patterns that you shouldn't be a part of. That's no good for you.
Do y'all believe that at all? Like Tay and Zane, do y'all feel like you've looked for that? Like something that you were lacking as like a childhood or something like that? Do you feel like it carried on or no? Because I don't believe it happens with everybody, but some people I think it does.
Not far as relationships go, I don't think. I think like far as mentorship, I looked for it as I grew up. But as far as relationship wise, no.
What do you mean mentorship?
So like growing up, like my dad was around. It wasn't like my dad wasn't around or anything like that. But like growing up, me and him wasn't as close as we are now. We actually got closer as I got older. And so growing up, I always looked for like a big brother, because I was the oldest. I was the oldest growing up. On my mom's side, I was the only child for a while, for like 14 years, and on my dad's side, I was the oldest. So I always looked for like that big brother as I grew up, as I was growing up, going through high school, middle school, and then once I got older, like me and my dad, we actually became like I said, we became closer with my dad. And then like for a minute, my stepdad, like I kind of kept my distance away from him. Not because I didn't like him or anything like that. It was just like, you know how it is, like, oh, that's like my stepdad. But then, I matured and I'm like, I can learn from him. I can learn from him also just as much as I can learn from my dad. So then that's when I started to be more accepting. And it was like one of the best things that happened to me, just because they have similarities, but they also have, certain differences in their personalities. So I got to learn like two separate men. Word. And use them as mentors as I grew up.
And that's beneficial that you were looking for that, because you got what you know what I'm saying? Like you say, you
right.
needed and what you wanted.
Right.
Zan, what about you?
In terms of what?
Like anything that you feel like you were lacking in your childhood, did you bring it into your adulthood? Or did you look for that in partners?
Without you knowing. You just kind of fell into it.
Do you think, did you ever pick up on that or no?
Probably maybe playing, I guess, video games or something like that.
What you mean?
Or watching movies. Just playing video games or watching movies.
Like that was your form of escaping?
What was that?
Was that a form of escaping from what you don't want to think about when it came down to the women?
I'm sorry, I'm getting thrown off by Princess.
What's that?
What was it? No, I didn't really look for anything for them. It was more so, I guess, what I was lacking was compassion, but I didn't look for anything really. It was more so like, if you're cool, you can go on adventures and chill and whatnot. I didn't really look for anything, and I think that was the reason that things got different, is the not looking for anything.
It wasn't anything specific that you were looking for?
Yeah, so it's like it's not that I would live lonely in my life, but it was like kind of like a choice. Like I wasn't looking for, because my mom was single parent raising me. She wasn't really looking for anybody. So the parallel was I wasn't looking for anybody either.
Yes.
And I could just do it by myself, which translates to me doing a lot of shit by myself.
That's the same thing.
And that's the correlation between the two. So when it comes to like having a significant other, I wasn't looking for that because I saw what it was without it. So it was like, why? I don't really need it.
That makes sense.
And that's what I was basically saying, is that subconsciously, without us knowing, we do take on those things that we were surrounded by, unintentionally not knowing. If that's all we've been exposed to, and those are the examples we've had our whole lives, we subconsciously become attracted to that later on. It's weird. It's kind of like you catch yourself in your own self-sabotage, because my father has never been faithful his whole life. So what that subjected me to do, because he was not there neither, was to just accept a man that didn't really value me or put me to a standard, because my father never did that to any woman he was with. Till this day, this guy cheats, and he only comes to them like once a week to the house. What he's doing the rest of the week? Probably fucking around and being a hoe. So eventually, when I started being in relationships, I just accepted men who were taken, who had women, right? Because that's what my father showed me. There's no other way.
But I think there's also a lot of people, though, that do the opposite. And I think that's, a lot of people.
No, what Val said was real important.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we don't really realize it until we get older, and then we're like, oh shit. But it's like the faster you catch it, it's like a fucking gift from God.
Yes,
honestly.
Agreed.
Because some people, it'll be 30, 40 years or 50 years, and they realize, oh shit, I've been making a mistake. Like me getting Ace, I started to mirror image on how my mom was raising me, and me expecting him to just accept it as is. This is how I've been raised, So this is how I'm gonna raise you. Well, does this little dog deserve those kind of reactions from me? No, he doesn't. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Should I give him more attention than I did when I was younger? Yes, he does deserve it. And I'm seeing me having a dog. I start to realize this is how I would be as a parent.
Yep. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. It does go as deep as that. You got to study trauma. That's all I got to say.
Word.
A lot of child psychology that I studied.
Yes. It all stems from your childhood, whether you like to see it or not. It's just we buried it very, very deep, so it doesn't affect anymore. Just as we do when we try to settle for someone that we shouldn't. The red flags are there. We know they're there. But that 20% is giving me everything that I'm missing right now in life. Let me cling on to that 20%. Instead of me being real and why the 20% is even there. And why I'm even settling for it. So it's like, we got to be real with ourselves.
Where's the bombs? I need a bomb to the soundboard. All right. Until then. Bars.
I definitely didn't hear that bomb, but I felt it.
You felt the gunshots?
I felt it.
You felt it. You felt
Yeah,
it.
I felt it too. Like that was literally therapy without a degree right there.
Word, yo. Good shit. But it's crazy too, because we're gonna end this, but it's on a final note. As of like really recently, I've been actually requiring it more. Even more, way more lately. Like the whole like matching energy and like compassion. And it was kind of bothering me yesterday because I'm like, why do I care? It was really bothering me yesterday. Because like I'm starting to care a little too much. And I like not caring. You know what I'm saying? I put this up on my story yesterday. Actually, I only put on my close friends, but fuck it. Y'all listeners are my close friends. I put as I'm getting older, I'm starting to have this weird feeling. I never really felt this way before, and it's concerning me. Not that I think it's a bad thing. I just don't know why I'm starting to care about it, and why does it even matter? But like the little things, I would think it would be considered compassion, but I don't know. The small things like opening a door for me, asking me how my day was, bringing me back something from the store without me asking, random shit like that. And from anyone, not just like from one specific person, just overall. And it's annoying that it's bothering me. Shit like that didn't faze me before. Why is it phasing me now? And how can I get it to stop? That's what I've been going through. And I've been like, those things like that, like you said, like those opening that door, those doing those things, usually I never really gave a fuck about. To a point, you know? Like it would always be in the back of my head, but it wouldn't really be a thing. Lately, it's a fucking thing. I don't know why. I don't know why.
I don't know.
Like, why is it now bothering me? Who knows, right, Zane?
Because everyone else around you is getting older.
What does that have to do with it? What do you mean?
All the people that you know.
Yeah.
Everybody's settling down.
But how do you think that's to do with compassion?
Because when they have kids, you're going to see friends that you had never show really compassion or had a need to show compassion for the child that they have.
Explain. Go deeper. Pause.
That was it. There was no other explanation past that. That was all I had in the tank. So we had to take it as is at this point.
Take it as is.
So
we gotta take it as is.
Tay, what about you, man? What do you think? Why am I caring about that shit now? Why is it bothering me?
Because you're getting older. That's what it is. Like
yo,
I mean, you know,
shit. When people don't say thank you now, it's bothering me. That never fucking mattered to me.
It's because you're getting older, and you're starting to see like the shit that you put out, the energy that you put out. You want that same energy now.
You're demanding accountability. The older you get, the less fucks you give. So before you used to be quiet, now you demand the accountability. Like I be holding myself back when I open the door from grabbing that motherfucker for not saying thank you and throwing their ass back. Like I have to hold myself not doing that. Before it's like, all right, whatever, fuck you. Now it's just like, all right, nigga, then your ass stay right here, and then you open your own goddamn door.
That's what I'm starting to feel like that.
Yeah, like but you're demanding accountability from people. So like now it's like you be in the relationship and be like, yo, like I don't think this is going anywhere because X, Y, Z ain't happening. See, maybe when you were in your early 20s, you let that shit fly. Yep. But the older you get, like, it ain't working.
But I'm not even.
You can't waste time.
I'm not even talking about relationships because in relationships.
No, but that's a relationship. It doesn't have to be just I'm not you. Saying, it's a relationship is general.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I just want to make it clear because I'm not talking about because that shit is a given. Like you gotta be that type of person. If not, I'm not gonna because I could do my own shit. Like I'm not gonna.
Some people disagree. Yeah. They're like, no, you don't have to do that person. You don't have to be in the same house as the person and love them. You don't have to be the same house as the person that you're married to. Yeah, that leads a whole gateway. That leads a whole gateway. But I've known people like that. And
for me, that's a big thing. Like for me to actually say I really want to be with this person. Like that actually almost is really what separates it from like if it'll just be sex or if it won't just be sex.
Right.
Is if you're giving me the same amount of energy I'm giving you, you know, or like really close to it. But now it's just starting to alter me. It's just everything else, like just through business, through like friendships, through like on the road.
I feel like the emotion that you really want is just to feel appreciated.
Yeah,
and that's it. Like I don't have to come here and do content for this group of individuals. I chose to come out here, so I deserve a thank you. Or I deserve. And I think that's where it comes from because in the past, like you didn't care about that, you shunned it. But like as you're getting older, you value what time you put into things, and you just want respect back because you haven't treated anybody with disrespect. You don't come here arrogantly saying you chose Jersey Media. I'm gonna deliver Jersey Media to you.
Of course.
Like that does not sound like Joe.
No.
But because he's like this nice guy who doesn't say anything and he just expects respect, it's just throws him off when he doesn't get. Manners, just simple manners. It doesn't have to be like, oh, did you want a water bottle? Oh, I brought my own, but thank you for considering that.
Yeah, exactly. Like that appreciation for me is starting to matter, but I used to just never give a fuck. So it's just bothering me now that I'm starting to give a fuck.
But it's because you know your worth. You know your value.
That's what someone else said too, yeah.
And it's basically like we're turning into the adults that when we were younger, be like, yo, why the fuck do you care about that shit?
And you're knowing your standards.
Exactly.
That's what someone said. They're like, you're starting to really get to know your standards. But damn, it's annoying.
Oh, yeah.
My standards are annoying.
It's a transitional period of Joe knowing his worth.
It's just annoying. Princess, shut the fuck up.
Ace has been quiet this whole time. I just want to say that.
No, it's because they're showing
Ace don't bark.
It's only because they're showing the apartment. This doesn't happen this often. Sorry, people. You know, our room for rent, apartment for rent. They rent this shit.
Look at him being a proud dad. He's like, that's because he don't bark.
Nah, that's because he got the zapper in his fucking hand. That's why. Yeah,
Zapper's
right.
not even next to me.
It's not even
next. It's not a zapper. It's a vibrate. It's a vibrate. I didn't say the word that I wanted to say, but I'm saying vibrate.
What's the word you wanted to say?
Vibrator.
It's the word. Yeah, exactly.
Vibrator.
For dogs? Bruh.
Yeah,
no pause. Straight play. Straight play. Keep playing.
You probably zapped him a couple times when he barked, so now he learned his lesson.
He doesn't bark. He doesn't bark. He only barks if he sees something that looks strange that's approaching him. But there's nothing to bark
here.
at.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, because the princess is a bad influence. That's why.
Nah, he barked.
I here teaching them some wild influences.
Yo, he tried. He tried coming up on Princess. Yo, I was like, you are cousins. You can't be doing that, Ace.
Y'all supposed to be the aunties and uncles watching. What were y'all doing on your duty? Huh? Out here letting them roam and explore and experiment. Y'all supposed to be watching them. I'm blaming y'all out here getting Uncle Joe hit me up talking about, oh, you know what Ace did? I'm like, what were y'all doing? What were y'all watching? You better watch these children.
Yeah, he was here biting up chargers.
Here
He was molesting
Biting
princess.
charges. You didn't tell me all that.
Nah,
Hey,
it's just-
you out here biting charges?
I don't want to get him in trouble. Let me show
You ain't gonna get him in
Let me-
trouble. You out here biting charges?
See, we won't get Ace in trouble.
No, he wasn't out here biting
He
no
did that.
charges.
Yo, he bit the shit out of my charger, but it's all right.
What? I thought he was being good. All right, we're gonna have a
Nah, he was being good.
podcast.
He was
Nah,
being
he
good.
don't remember.
Nah,
It was
don't
days
try
ago.
to save him now. Nah, it's too late. It's too late.
Yo, oh man, Ace is the
He's
man.
like, Uncle Joe ratted me out. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, that's right.
Yo, now it's that.
Now he looking away from me.
Yeah, dead ass, yo. And now everyone keeps DMing me, asking me if I'm snitching because they see the damn police station posts.
Nah, Vlad TV, Joe Vlad. Y'all ain't know that.
No.
That's how it starts.
Princess, I'm sorry. I told
He
you.
say
shut the fuck up.
they ask him like, "Hey, so you got a lot of people in the podcast, right? You did it?" He's like, "Yeah, I called the Jersey media."
Yo, we better do a live pod with them, yo.
Joe's been a cop, and then we already got pictures of him as a police officer in New York. You know what I'm saying? Like he been undercover. It's just deep undercover. He's
Yo.
like, "Yo, let's this is gonna be a movie."
I was talking to fucking Pedro about this. He says that he thinks Reef fucked up the portal.
Vote for Pedro.
For what?
It's not Pedro. It's Pedro. Pedro thinks I fucked up the portal.
What's the portal?
He thinks maybe somehow I was supposed to become a cop after meeting them, and because Reef saw the photo, he now fucked up the universe, and now something might happen.
So you gonna end up being a cop?
Maybe I was. Maybe there's like some Black Mirror thing.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, maybe in the multiverse he is a cop.
You see what I'm saying? It's pretty scary.
That's pretty serious.
Yeah, pretty scary. But other than that, yo, it's all good vibes here. What else does your shirt say, Tay? What does it say on the bottom?
It's good vibes only.
Good vibes only. That's what the fuck I like to hear.
Yes.
Good shit. Good shit. Good
Always.
shit.
That's the alien right there, right?
Ralph.
There it is. Yeah.
Don't even do it.
She gave you the combo this time.
I'm gonna have to hire someone just to stay in that room. We're gonna need 2 Christians. We're gonna need someone over there.
Nah.
Just a man. Just
a
a mandate.
Yeah, just a mandate princess.
And be like, "Princess, no," and just spray her with a bottle of water.
No, we're not doing that. See, zapping, spraying
Holy
animals.
water.
I mean, just
Holy water. Oh, she needs some holy water with that door. I'll tell you that.
I agree. She does need some holy water.
Cause she be coming out of the demon with that. I'm like, I ain't never seen Princess act like this before.
What do y'all shine out for this week? We got 7 minutes left on the Zoom, and Christian gotta go. He's been here forever.
I'm shouting out the new Suicide Squads. That
You would.
movie. That
You
movie
would.
was amazing. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Suicide movie was lit. I want everybody to watch that movie, and it gave DC an extra edge because they had a Marvel director. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, they did.
I rocks with the new Suicide Squad. I seen it. I saw it.
You saw it, right?
Yes, I watched it yesterday.
I seen it.
Shit was lit.
I watched it yesterday, and I finally watched Fast 9.
Oh yeah, you like that
Oh,
movie?
God.
That was the
Yeah,
prequel
it was-
to Guardians of the Galaxy. You know that? You didn't know that? That was before Guardians of the Galaxy. Why y'all laughing?
I'm gonna make Val watch it tonight. She has to see it.
I'm not watching.
I'm gonna shout out to my dude. She brought me some new cologne, so shout out to my dudes for the new
Yo,
cologne.
they be knowing. I'd rather get perfume cologne from women because they be knowing what works. You know what I'm
There
saying?
you go.
Mhm.
There you go.
See what I'm saying?
No, but it's like Val. Val's been like, yo, you gotta go to Lush. You gotta go to Lush. And then she shows me like this fucking $60 fucking shower gel. It's like, yo, you gonna pay for that? Like,
It wasn't even $60. He saw one of them that was that. There's 20, 30. I'm just
Joe
saying.
reminds me of the dad from Everybody Hates Chris.
For real.
I don't even know the show. I've heard of it. I've never watched it, but it just sounds.
No, that's
different.
definitely you. You Terry Crews in that show. That's who you
Not
are.
trying to spend no monies.
No
Yeah, for
monies.
real, because those be the good smelling colognes that be lasting.
I'm not paying
Feel
no.
me?
Oh,
Yo, expensive.
You only have to
cologne
pay
are
for it once. You just use it when you need to
no,
use
you
it.
don't
when
pay
you're
for it
going
once.
out.
It runs out. What is it, unlimited
mean?
bottle? It just keeps refilling itself?
Bro, I gave you
cologne that lasts,
my ex-fiance's
though.
cologne.
Nah,
That's what I said. Get some cologne. Forget the shower stuff. Just get the cologne.
Get the cologne.
Get a nice smelling cologne.
Of course,
please.
the cologne is a given. I understand that. But Val would be talking about like these bath gels and shit.
Bath bombs. He
Bath
knows what time
bombs.
it is. Chris knows. Lush is the bomb.com.
When you go from like shampoos, like regular Head and Shoulders and shit, and then you move, like I use just strictly Olaplex now. That's like $30 a bottle, and it's like
You have hair.
Thank you.
But it's a
not-
little goes a long way. But even just that, like
it's not even about hair. It's about
And
the
you have pink
smell.
So it's like you have hair and then you have pink hair. So I could get you spending the extra money. You know, you gotta protect your investment.
Oh my god.
Nah, I'm serious.
Oh
extra,
my
extra
god.
money on
Joe gotta
spending
have a
on
pink
smelling
beard.
nice is self-care. It's self-value, bro.
Joe gotta have a pink beard to go with the logo.
I don't
You gotta
know.
do it at least once.
I want someone else to go buy that for me. All right. Look, see, we're talking about how women should be doing stuff for us, man. How about a woman go buy me that shit? All right.
Why don't you
Bro,
start
I've been trying to suggest.
a GoFund
Yeah,
Joe
suggest.
account? That's
Yeah,
that's
a girl
the
could
idea.
suggest that one of us pays the bill. But how about she pays the bill?
I would love to see that work.
Yeah, right. Imagine like, yo, this bill would be fire paid.
Right. But you know what turns me on, girl? Yo, when you drop that bill, oh my god, when it's paid,
Yeah. That's like when the woman's like, you know, these cabinets really should be redone. Yeah, they should, right? Who's
Yeah,
gonna pay
it should
for
be
it?
redone.
Yeah, who's gonna
Bro,
do it?
when do you have cologne in your room besides the cologne that I gave you? That's all I want to know.
I think I used it all up. I
Okay,
haven't
and
read
that's
up. I
my
haven't
point,
read up.
and that's our point. It's okay to buy yourself a nice cologne. It has to be a little pricey sometimes. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
Joe, look, I'm telling you from experience, man.
Y'all said
That's
I was
like-
bougie.
That's an investment. That's a super investment right there.
No, cologne is. Cologne is, but the
cologne-
bathwash
Nah,
is
that's
like,
super investment. Moisturizing as you get older is very important.
I'm moisturized.
I mean, I use
Bro,
black soap.
You have to
Face washing?
Black soap?
face moisturizer.
Yes.
Period.
Yeah, send me the link.
You ever do a sheet
Look,
mask?
let me stop
Shea
talking
Moisture.
because this is going to be like a triple X rated podcast if I keep going. Because I only want one thing moisturized. That's all I care about. Everything else I don't give a fuck about.
You're going to give a fuck when you get older. Trust me. That's what every single
As long
50,
as-
40,
as long as
60 year
one
old
thing is
tell me.
moisturized, as long as she's moisturized.
First of all, just take his ass to Soldier Spa. That's all you gotta do. Take Joe's ass to Soldier
You're
Spa.
right. You're right, Zane.
That's all I gotta say. He gonna find what he gonna be looking for. Just take.
Oh, no.
Just go out there.
I've been wanting to go to Soldier Spa.
Just do it.
Sojo. I can call it
I will
Sojo.
fucking send you, Joe. Joe, I will fucking manually send you there.
Do it.
No, you would go for
Do
free,
it. Do
Amazon
it.
Prime
I would.
it.
I'll be there tomorrow.
but you actually gotta go.
Oh, yeah. I've been wanting to go to that spot for a long time.
All right, then go online and pick a day, and then I'll pay for it. That's it.
Hey,
Aw,
look at that. You the
Zane.
man.
He's the man.
Val, what do you shine out for this week? I got 2 minutes left.
Shouting out. I don't got really much anything to shout out besides that
She's a
new
critic. She's like, yo, fuck. Nothing y'all do is dope.
the new Respect movie that's gonna come out that I'm gonna watch because it lands on my birthday and our event that we're running. It's an outdoor movie event.
Yes.
Literally on my birthday, so I'm gonna be there like swimwear and yeah, I don't even know what movie we're gonna show. You guys are gonna do like a vote.
Yeah, we're gonna do a
So
vote.
yeah, if you guys are in the community or whatever, come out and support us because we're gonna have an outdoor event with free food. Everybody loves free food, so I want to hear it. You know. And
Yes,
that's
sir. And we changed the time to 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. But all right, people. What am I shouting out for this fucking week? I don't know, man. Shout out to Lush. Nah.
The place you have yet to go.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Lodi and the Lodi Police Department. Follow their Instagram
Word.
and pay attention to future things that are about to happen. Other than that, Christian, you got anything? Any last words?
Just watch that Black Widow. Pretty good.
Black Widow?
Yeah, Phase 4. You gotta keep up with everything.
All right. Sounds like a plan. It's been another episode. We out of here, people. It has been fun. Tay, it's been amazing to have you back.
It's good to be back.
Fucking missed you, bro. You made my day better. I was sad until I see Tay. You know? Zane brought me down by not being here. Tay brought me right back up.
Yeah, you see how that works?
Balance.
All right, people. We out. Peace.
Bye.
Peace.
Peace.
Fire.